I come from Detroit, Michigan, and I lived there until I moved to New York City when I was 14. And then from 14, I moved to Denmark when I was 18. And I've lived here ever since. And
how old are you now?
I'm 27 now.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always been in love with dancing, and so that's pretty much been my life. Not always ballet, but Scottish Highland dancing was my first love. I started dancing that when I was maybe 6 and did ballet on the side. And Highland dancing took me all over the world, competing, and I loved that. And when I was 10, I became United States champion. And then when I got pretty much as high as I could go for my age, my focus changed towards ballet when I was around 12. And that's when I got into the School of American Ballet in New York City. And I did 2 summer programs with that school in Lincoln Center. And then when I was 14, they took me on a full scholarship year-round to join the program.
How come you changed from the Scottish Highland dance to ballet?
I felt I reached the max that I could go in Highland. You can't have a career. There's not really a way to make money, and it's the same dances over and over again. So it stopped being interesting or challenging.
It's important for you to be challenged?
Very important.
Okay,
Very important.
Where did it come from?
That's what I kind of think is the most fun. If something's boring, I don't find it interesting, even if it is ballet. If it's too easy, then somebody else can do it. That's why I think I had such a drive to make it to the top, because that's where all the hard stuff is. That's where the challenges are, stepwise. And that's what I love. The harder it is, the more risk there is, which is more exciting. There's a chance it could go wrong. I love that. I love being pushed.
Was there any pressure from your parents, or how did you discover the art of ballet, actually?
There wasn't pressure. If anything, there was pressure to be the opposite. Yeah. My mom has always loved ballet. She danced as an adult and just for fun. So she knew the world, not intensely, not inside the world, but she knew Point Shoes and Swan Lake, and she loved it. But my dad was very strong about college, and so I had to apply, do my SATs. I deferred from NYU for 2 years. He was a little more skeptical.
That's how that should be.
Yes, about his daughter becoming a ballerina and actually making it. I think he was worried that there's a chance I could be one that didn't make it, and then would I be happy? Would it be worth it? Would I be away from home even more? So he was very education.
When I work with people, I have often noticed that they do not know their inner motivation or how to find it. And the same goes for passion. Or maybe they have not been reflecting on these two concepts on a deeper level. I do not believe that we as humans necessarily must have a passion for something. But how do or did you find yours? Or find it?
Stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
I think because I found it so young, it became just what I do. It's just what I know. And if it wasn't fun, I would have stopped. And so it just kept growing. And because it could keep getting more challenging and more kept my interests, and I could feel myself developing, I think that's why it's remained my passion and why I love to do it.
You talk about the curiosity later that drives you. What else do you use curiosity to?
I feel like in everything. I feel like it's a...
Can you be more specific?
Yeah. I feel like it's part of... it's hard to say, like, is it a personality thing? But no, because you can also...
What have these values give you, or maybe especially the curiosity, what have it gives you?
Dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah, because you're curious, and when you're curious, you think, and when you're thinking, you're like, what if, or what's that like, or...
But what if the dreams not come true?
So you make a new dream.
So it's not a big failure when it does come true?
No.
You dream a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. About what? If it's not too...
Just, I think about, I don't know, just about experiencing the world, like just, why not? Like, why not push to go even further, or even bigger, or want more? Why not? I realize I may not get it, but I also know my career is short, and this is the only time that I have the chance to even try. And if I don't try, then I'll never know. So I have to try.
Questions from one of the readers on my Facebook page ask, I assume even for you that there are days when it might be a little hard to find the passion or joy when training and go on stage. Is that that?
Yeah, there's days, yeah.
How do you motivate yourself to train or to go on stage when you're not?
Yeah, I would say for a long time when I didn't have the principal title, that was driving me big time, because I could feel I was close. And opportunities here in the ballet world come any day. Somebody else could call in sick, that you could get your chance to go in and fill in a new part, and then that could be seen by somebody, and then the balls start rolling, and then all of a sudden you're the next it girl. Things can also change that quickly. So it was always, well, what could happen today? You don't know. And what if today's the day that something happened and you weren't there?
Yeah.
Well, then you're going to be forever mad at yourself.
Become the curiosity again.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, what's going to happen?
Yeah, what's going to happen?
And now that I do have the title, I would say, you know, there are days where you don't, like one more ballet class, and so you just kind of switch it up. Like maybe instead of going into ballet class, I'll go for a run, warm up my ankles, then go into rehearsals, or listen to, the good thing about going for a run is then you get to listen to some music, and that always seems to help.
Do you have any negative self-talks at all?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You just have to be able to throw them out. Like listen to them, have them, and throw it out.
You just say that to yourself?
Yeah. Like, Holly, you're being ridiculous.
Okay.
Like, look at you, you're fine.
Yeah. So like two person, the good
Yeah.
positive one and the negative, and the person positive just go away.
Yeah.
You don't stay here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Camilla, who was also a ballerina in her free time, we talked about it, she's asking, is being a ballerina ever just a job for you, or what is needed to maintain the passion?
I don't think it's ever just a job.
No.
I think...
What is it?
Yeah, I think we like to think, oh yeah, it's just our job, like we have completely separate, but I think it becomes part of you. Like,
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. You are a little always conscious of, well, you will have to go on stage. Like,
so this you have to, you are here and you could do what you like most is motivating you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keep the passion.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you call it?
Alive.
Boiling.
Yeah, I think so.
In other business or jobs, we talk a lot about separation, work from our personal life, but it is possible when dancing.
Yes and no. It's kind of a blurry line, because I will always, if I'm not dancing, after a few days, especially like after 2, then you start to miss it.
Okay.
And so you can't get rid of it.
No.
But I've also, if you I surrounded my life with friends kind of outside the ballet, and a boyfriend outside the ballet, and that helped a lot, because you have other things to talk about, so it doesn't all become about ballet.
You want to tell what could you give to people that say, I'm afraid to go after my dream, I can't find my passion, I don't find what drives me, or something else. Or could you have you some free points of free advices? I don't know.
I guess my first thing is just try. Like, why not?
Yeah.
What
could go wrong?
What could go wrong? And if it does go wrong, well, at least you tried. That's better than never trying.
So when you go old, you can say, I did it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And then when you do try, go with an open heart
Yeah.
and give everything that you can into it. So you give it the best shot that it can have. So maybe it really will work.
Yeah.
And
You don't find it if you don't try it.
exactly. And if you try something and let's say it doesn't even work, it already opened a door to maybe something else. And then it's already leading you on a new path that if you had never tried in the first place, maybe you would have never discovered. And that's always more interesting than just staying exactly the same.
See, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for having me. It was a very big pleasure.
So, thank you. It was fun.